Hi Cancer, here's a general look at your solar chart for September 2010. Now this is a busy time in your head. Mental processes could be accelerating this month as you're gathering new information. You may be studying something, you may be toing and froing more, you may be sharing ideas with others, you could be gathering information. Definitely it's advisable for you to be keeping your ear to the ground. You'll be feeling mentally alert. You could get a bit scattered though. You could get a bit stressed. So watch the nerves. Do whatever you can, which is just going to take you out of your head and put you into a calmer sort of a space. You could be dealing with more paperwork, more correspondence, getting your head around things. Networking, media, creative self-expression as well are all fitting in with the vibrations of where Sun and Mercury are at the moment. But also you could be connecting with others, you know, making new acquaintances or catching up with old ones, and looks like an interesting time. But also the focus is going to be on holding the security of a home base. Family relationships are going to be highlighted. That's until mid-month. Anybody in your care, any being in your care, and you will have to use your physical energy and put that into underpinning, supporting, keeping things ticking along, organized at home or with these others, and that can be where you're located long term or short term, of course, but it'll be also extended family, neighborhood, community as well. There'll be a feeling of being very busy within all of that. Because for you, the security and well-being of those you care about is always top of the list, and you want to make sure that there's a safe space, and that's going to be highlighted at the moment. So there could be, feelings near the surface as well, a bit of tension with those in your inner circle or with those that you're spending a lot of time with. Every now and again. Could be crossing swords with a member of the family, like a parent, in fact, for some of you. However, overall, you're going to be enjoying, the contacts you're having. You'll be enjoying your home space, the closeness that you have with others in your private life, and because of that, any problems that do come up, any difficulties, will be able to be ironed out, and you will be able to deal with them with sensitivity. Now the second half of the month favours more fun activities. You'll be pleased to hear you'll be able to enjoy this lighter vibration there, not so much inner being thrown into that sort of minefield, that labyrinth, which takes a lot of your energy, but and sort of throws you inwards. But this is a more outgoing sort of a vibe. That's, as I say, from the 15th. That's when I think things could sort of take off a bit there, and romance could be coming your way. You could be having more contact with potential partners, mates, just friends that you can have a good time with. Some of you may be feeling like kicking up your heels and partying, and that's going to be from mid-month. There could be more contact as well for some of you with children or pets, animals, the animal kingdom, should I say. I think, though, from there, that's going to be from the 15th, you'll be feeling more in the mood to turn on the charm. And boy, you could do that big time. Somebody could be very favorably impressed there. However, don't burn the candle at both ends. because it would be very easy to do that from the 15th, when you're more likely to throw caution to the wind, Cancer. Happily, Jupiter is going back into Pisces, a fellow water sign, for several months. That's until early next spring. That means that your world is due to expand. You know, your mental world will be expanding. You could benefit from any academic type study, but any kind of training at all. Also travel. You will be growing mentally over that period there, but as I say, the horizons will broaden and you could be touching into new areas, unfamiliar areas that are very interesting and inspiring over these coming months. So take that chance. That energy is going to be sitting there waiting for you to reach out for it, to plunge into an unfamiliar environment or set of concepts. Through education, travel, more long-distance contacts are likely, and have that faith that there is more to your life and purpose than you previously believed. Now, when Venus moves in from the 9th, well, there again, I mentioned partying and romance. Contact also with children, or more contact with children maybe, but it's got a really playful vibe to it. And also there you can be feeling, as I say, more creative mentally than maybe you are just at the beginning of the month. Pluto, I have to mention this, is in your opposite sign, Cancer, for more than a decade to come. And this means that partners or opposite numbers, or those in your close circle, may at times over this long transit be experiencing radical change in their life, or the way they behave is creating radical change in yours, and a fundamental shift in your viewpoint. You know, you won't be looking at the world in quite the same way ever again. It could be affecting your inner feelings, which may be stirred up from time to time by the behavior, opinions, actions of these in your, close, who you consider to be your close circle. And sometimes your buttons are going to get pushed. Close relationships of all kinds will be subject to radical change and transformation from one form to another. Most of the time, Pluto in this area is going to just be ticking along in the background, but then when certain transits come up to trigger it, that's when an event is going to materialize. That's when something is going to start shifting. So forewarned is forearmed. And I also must mention Saturn, who is in your home area for 2+ years now, meaning that you are sort of completing a cycle in a way, and starting, to look to the next part of your life, who you want to be, how you want it to be, maybe thinking about career changes, maybe thinking about building up a career, building up a new image for yourself, decluttering from the past, letting go of those skeletons in the closet, anything which may, any behavior patterns which may have held you back. They held you back, and yet you still keep falling down the same hole in the road all the time. So all of that is going to be, it's a kind of a crossroads really, but again, as it's over 2.5 years, all of that is going to be coming up for you at times over this 2.5 year period, depending on the transits. Now, from the 23rd, you're into, as I say, this lighter, faster moving phase. Elements of the past may begin to make sense, or someone from your past poses a challenge which you'll have to work through, or something to do with some decision or setup that you've accomplished in the past, which was relevant then, now seems to beginning to become irrelevant now, or not so important now. And also from the 23rd, things will be calming down, won't be moving so fast. It'll be a more enjoyable time, and you'll begin to get more in touch with your inner self, getting more in balance with your inner self, I think, and probably taking a great deal of pleasure out of the sort of more fun side of life, but also any projects that you're involved with at the moment, really getting a great deal out of that. Well, that's it for September. And if you know your rising sign, listen to that too, because it will put another light on what I said here. And I'll see you the next time.